Welcome back, my duelist friends, Casual Duelist. It's another Sunday. Sunday means speed duel. But before we get into this, um, just because I know, Adam, I know you're gonna ask, can we get a 3 times deck profile for this? Yes and no. This variant just doesn't work like that. So this next weekend we will be doing an Aster Phoenix one. It actually interchanges between both skills, so it'll be fine. And hopefully everybody's good for like a week of Destiny Heroes because honestly, I've been playing these in every format right now. No, I don't have a Phoenix Enforcer, so like it's not going to be like a crazy over the top for the advanced list. But I've got a really cool common charity planned out for you guys. I got a really cool just regular variant. And of course, we've got today's speed duel deck. So today, it's going to be more of a Dragoon OTK type turbo build. So let's get you guys a list, and then in a little bit, we will go and get you guys our Speed Duel Spotlight for this week. So, without any further ado, our skill is going to be the Fusion Party skill. And again, if you guys picked up the Battle City box right before the GX box, then you should have these. They were also like short printed, I believe, in something of the Kingdom, Battle of the Kingdom, or whatever. Really cool skill. What's it going to do? Activate this during your main phase. Once per duel, you can fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from hand and field as material. It is polymerization without polymerization, or in this case, even discarding a card in order to get the effect. So we do want to use the fusion party, and this is going to be like our one of polymerization. So let's just set that up there. Let's get you guys the rest of the list, and we'll do the things like normal. So real quick, we're going to maximize out Break of the Magical Warrior. Go ahead and run this boy at 3. And again, this is going to be pretty self-explanatory in here, just a couple seconds. 3 Dogmas, because again, we do need to maximize everything in order to get our Dragoon as fast as possible. 3 copies of Plasma. And again, just useful for our play. We are going to use a single copy of Kaiku. Again, on the turns and in the games that we have to play a little more grindy, he is a little bit upper tier strength for a 4-star while maintaining the dark attribute. Last up, we are going to run 2 copies of Sphere Karibo. And honestly, it's just a good hand trap while maintaining dark for us. And then the spells are, again, just pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be using 3 copies of Lyra Darkness, 3 copies Book of Moon, and 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. Now, again, if you guys want, based on preference, I mean, you don't have to always play the way that I play. You guys can always swap those out for Night Beams if you feel. Just make the deck your own. I prefer the Cosmic Cyclone, as always, just to deal with face-up threats as well. Your extra deck, pretty basic. The only card that you truly need is a single copy of Dragoon because, again, Fusion Party is once per duel, so there's no need for anything extra. And then just my favorite other characters, a couple Kings, Cyber End Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate, and of course Thousand Eyes Restrict. All good stuff. And then this really feeds into my sideboard. This week it's going to be a single Cosmic Cyclone to get my 3 up, just in case the spot removal is necessary. 3 Lost Winds because it's just great right now. And of course, the 2 Waking of the Dragons. This is going to let you get the rest of that extra deck to really be active and help you. So if you guys were just here for the list, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Maybe do the screenshot, maybe pause, take some notes based on what you see on the screen. If you're going to do that, let's kind of make it so everybody's name is semi-visible. And again, thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping by. As always, it means so much to me. And if you guys do want to support the channel, consider subscribing if you haven't. Like, comment, share this with your friends, do all of the things. Help us become more visible. And even if you don't do any of that, try to have a good day. Everybody else, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to edit out. And then we're going to go over all the card effects except the skill card for you, starting now. All right, and because quick editing, I'm already back. So one more time, let's just go ahead and say that the skill is Fusion Party, and this is going to be your one of Poly. Let's go over the rest. So Breaker, you guys ought to know by now. If normal summoned, place 1 spell counter on it. It can only hold up to 1. Gains 300 attack if it has that spell counter. And you can remove a spell counter from this card to then target one spell trap on the field and destroy it. So again, I realized we went like real heavy with the back row hate, but it really is necessary when you're just trying to play one big monster to do all of the things. So again, 3. Dogma. We kind of just want to make sure that Dogma and Plasma are both visible since these are the recipe materials. And additionally, since they are all dark in this deck, everybody's an Allure of Darkness target. So this is really cool. First off, and I'll just do these at the same time, I guess. Neither one of these can be normal summoned or set. They must be special summoned, and they must be special summoned from the hand by attributing 3 monsters, including, this is just Dogma, including 1 Destiny Hero monster. Dogma, once per turn, if you still control this face up during your opponent's standby phase. After you special summon it this way, have your opponent's life points. Again, we're using him as a name today, so we're not going to do that. And Plasma, really niche. Half of a skill drain, believe it or not. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them, so only your opponent's monsters. And then once per turn, you can target a monster your opponent controls. Equip that to this target. You can control or equip 1. Gains attack equal to half the original attack of the monster equipped to it by this effect. So again, it's kind of like a half relinquished, half a skill drain, 100% awesome. So again, you're going to use him. We're not going to summon him regularly this video. We will throughout the week and, of course, this next Sunday, though. So look forward to that. Kaiku. When this inflicts battle damage to the opponent, you can banish up to 2 monsters in their graveyard. Your opponent cannot banish cards from either graveyard. So again, this came in handy like early real game, like Labyrinth of Nightmare, Dark Crisis, IOC. Once banish effects were really starting to become popular. And especially leading into IOC with the Chaos Monsters. So, again, for now, good, solid 4-star with 1,800 points in a Dark Attribute, so we're going to run it. And then our Spheric Karibos. And again, guys, don't worry about the fact that I have the foil ones. He was released common in the Structure decks. He was released common in the GX Battle Box. And here in whichever set this was. It was like the first set of Speed Duel. I don't remember the names of the sets anymore. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send this from the hand to the graveyard. Change that attacking monster to defense position. This is the reason we're using it. It is a hand trap version of half of enemy controller. And also, again, dark. We don't need to worry about the last part. It's more or less used when playing ritual decks, which we're not today. So don't worry about it for now. But just know it's a great card. Lair of Darkness, draw 2 cards, banish a dark from your hand, and if you fail to banish a dark from your hand because you just don't have any, drop your entire hand to the discard pile. Again, shouldn't be too big of a problem here. Book of Moon, target a face-up monster on the field, put it in face-down defense. Again, this is going to stop a lot of combos. Again, Dragon Caller seems to be picking up again. So again, as soon as you see like Lord of D, whatever, boom, put it face down. You see something that's going to start the loop, boom, put it face down, whatever you need. And then the Cosmic Cyclones, just for the extra back row destruction. Realistically, the only other card we really need to talk about is going to be the Dragoon, because everything else is stuff that I have used so much, but we'll still brief over it. The Dragoon is Plasma plus Dogma, which is why we needed those to both be at 3, and of course why we're using Fusion Party, so we can guarantee that we'll always have the ability to fuse. Fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above materials. Once per turn, you can target a monster that your opponent controls, destroy that target, and then if it was face up, inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack it had on the field. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn that you activate this effect, and once per turn during your standby phase, if this is in the graveyard, you can banish 1 Destiny Hero card from the graveyard to special summon this. So, big breakdown. What does this mean? Well, go back to the beginning. The once per turn, target a monster. If it's face down, the opponent takes no damage. If it's face up, they're going to take damage. And it's going to be equal to its attack on field. So technically this could be game. And there are certain decks where this matters more. Again, we are not going to be able to do this. Like if our opponent's playing Obelisk, we're just going to have to try to find another way to get rid of it. because this would be a targeting effect. So Obelisk is going to be proof from this. Unfortunate. But again, it'll handle things like the Cyber End Dragon, the Blue Eyes Ultimate, the Cyber Darkness, or maybe it's just Cyber Dark right now. But it'll handle the things. And of course, whatever, you can't conduct your battle phase. You may have already won by using the effect. And additionally, since we did use 2 Destiny Heroes to make it, we didn't banish them. The Fusion Party's skill is going to allow us to resurrect this guy up to twice, should the worst happen and our opponent does off-board him. So it does make him kind of a nightmare to deal with. So as far as speed duel bosses right now, it's very cool. And yes, he's going to be in next week's build as well. The rest are going to be the Blue Eyes Ultimate as the strongest, Cyber End for its piercing, Double King instead of the King Knight like I've been doing, because let's be honest, it has the better defense and it's up to 3 of the opponent's unused monster zones. So in all reality, if they do break your Waking the Dragon, this could totally lock out your opponent from having any monster plays at all. So again, just play this one. It is the better one. And then Restrict. You guys know Restrict. Restrict is amazing. The sideboard, again, extra Cosmic Cyclone, Lost Wind for the special summon monsters, have their attack, lose their effects, and if the opponent plays a monster out of the extra deck by special summon, you can set this from the discard back to the field, and then the next time this would leave the field, banish it. But again, it's GX season right now, guys. We got all these decks that are fusing rapidly. You're gonna get your plays out of the Lost Winds. And then, of course, Waking the Dragon. If it gets banished or destroyed, and is either in the graveyard or in the banishment pile, special summon a monster from the deck or the extra deck. And again, this is how we're going to unlock a ton of our extra deck plays. So again, this is going to be our Dragoon turbo build. It's not terrible. It's actually really fun to play. But it is kind of a one-trick pony. So if you guys are looking for something that has a little more play, there are a ton of other videos on the channel. And again, we're going to keep coming out with at least 1 a week. Stay tuned for more stuff, guys. Pop back here in just a couple of hours, and we will have a Speed Duel Spotlight. Bonus thumbs up to anybody who can guess between now and then which card that is. Hopefully, I'll see you guys then. Later.